I think the future of Birmingham is going to be something much greater than even I anticipated, because I went to school here for 4 years. I went to Birmingham Southern, and then I went backpacking in Australia, New Zealand, Asia. I traveled the world, and when I came back after only a year and a half, local business, parks, the music scene, the cultural scene, the art scene had exploded exponentially. I was trying to keep up, reading all the local newspapers, trying to keep up. I couldn't believe how quickly it had grown in just the span of a year and a half. And the fact that this park is here now, and I don't think it was here last year, and it took me about half an hour just to walk all the way around the perimeter, and I saw just things that I never expected that I would see in Birmingham before, people from all walks of life, just a sense of calm and peace,
You mentioned you thought the people, not government or anything else. Right?
Yeah, I studied political science, and I'm an activist, and I like to write, and I see a lot of people in Birmingham beginning to cooperate, because you look back on the civil rights movement, and I think we learned a lot from that on how we could cooperate. And when I go to these local political rallies, it's people of all races, genders, walks of life, and we're all agreeing on common messages together. And it's amazing how everybody gets up and have something to say, and they're all respected equally. And that's something that didn't exist 40 years ago, But I think local business, local governance, local media, newspapers, big media is disappearing, and I think it's going to take individuals and communities banding back together, because a lot of the frustration right now with the Occupy Wall Street and the Tea Partiers is they're saying it's getting out of control, it's big government, it's big corporation, everything's too big, and my personal philosophy is all about localism, and you need to nurture your local communities. Vote with your dollars, give money to local businesses. I have an account with a credit union. I shop at local stores when I can. I go to farmers markets when I'm able to. And it's hard. It's hard not to go into Walmart sometimes, to get that random thing you need at midnight. But I think it just takes the people of a community itself. We're going to have to recreate what we want Birmingham to be, because I don't think we have to stand back and, on a reaction base, just reacting to what is happening on the leadership level. We need to say, this is what we want, and make it happen. Because democracy works both ways. People criticize their leaders and look, Jefferson County is going bankrupt, and look how corrupt our leaders are, yet how many people are really out in the streets talking about it? A lot of people will just sit at home and throw up their hands and say, well, it's corrupt. What are we going to do about it? Let's just go back and watch reality TV and the Kardashians, and it's this kind of cynicism. But I think that right now that cynicism is beginning to change by degrees. Every day I see more positive energy in Birmingham. And it starts on an individual level. It just takes one person at a time deciding to be positive. And to realize that change comes from within yourself, and then you spread that change locally to your neighbors. Start with your neighborhood, start with your neighborhood association, then work on a city level, then work on a county level, then a city, and up to state, up to federal. Because personally I believe that government shouldn't be top down, it should be from bottom up.